Dude, first and foremost, before I even jump into the intro, thank you so much for making this happen. I know you don't really like talking much about the challenge from our last conversation we had about it. I know some behind the scenes things, but just you making the time to hop on here with us and kind of honestly be our very last episode we're gonna put out.
Yeah, it's gonna be the last.
Yeah. Well, when you guys told me that, I was like, no, I'm definitely hopping on. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of interviews, anyway. Yeah. Not just because of production stuff. It's actually this like long rooted thing that I've had that we can get into more later. It's just like me as an artist, I guess, really, because like the reason I said yes to the real world was to get into acting and filmmaking and producing, to like break out of Oklahoma and into that world. So from the beginning, I always had this like, I do not want to be a reality TV star mentality. I never put MTV in my bio. I was never Jordan MTV. Yep. Was, because I was like, no, I'm this other thing. And then like, just like growth as a human, I came to understand what a blessing it is and how much I actually do love it. And that's how that's ultimately why I ended up where I end up and have the headaches that I have, because I love it so much.
Yeah. It's
like, I love, doing it. I love the people that do it. Like, it's such a feat that we even do it. Not just us as cast, but I'm talking about the fact that we make that whole thing and the sheer size of production stuff. And then, just like anything else, it's like, just like anything else, it gets very corporate. Like, it's controlled by a very few little, minds who don't play the game, who aren't the fans, who it's every sport, right? It's literally every sport.
It's the politics.
It's every sport.
It's the politics behind the scenes.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. And that's I mean, honestly, just to be transparent, like part of the reason we're stepping away is, one, we kind of see the writing on the wall. We've seen it for probably the last year or so of it seems kind of like obviously the end with MTV coming to an end. We'll see what happens with Paramount Plus, but we just heard the other day the official challenge podcast is shutting down too, which is wild. But it's after us doing this, and I think what we said we covered 16 seasons. It feels like kind of like the veil has been pulled back a little bit, just the little pieces of information we get here and here, and it's like, let's take a step back. Let's just enjoy it as fans, and move on to something else that we really want to kind of explore and dive into, which we're doing with our other channel right now. So.
Yeah.
What is the other channel? What's the other thing?
It's a reaction channel. So it started off with these two who are big Taylor Swift fans trying to convince me how great Taylor Swift was and making me listen to songs and react to it.
We're winning, by the way.
She has some undeniable bops. I will not give her any slack. Yeah. And now it's kind of transitioned where Katie's not much of a rap fan. So I'm like, well, if you like Taylor Swift, you'll really like Kendrick Lamar. Let me show you some of his music.
Yeah.
And then
that's great. Yeah.
It's become like a little like, I hate using the words like converting, but like teaching our friends about like things we love, movies, music, and, whatever.
We'll call it introduction.
There you that's great. Yes. I like that actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Introduction.
Yeah.
Welcome. There's a play on words there somewhere with like welcome to or welcome, because you're like introducing. Anyway.
Yeah. No, that's actually really good. Actually, I like that a lot.
We can spitball on that.
Right.
Yeah. Like honestly, like me and her have been going back and forth for like 3 days. Like, all right, we need to change something.
We're like journey, experience. Like I don't know, but conversion just sounds so like I don't like that.
Spiritual.
Yes. It's a little too culty, guys.
Yeah. It's really like
it almost sounds
do you know Jesus Christ?
I'm
like the Lord and Savior.
Have you heard about him yet? Oh my god. But it's funny you say it like that, because we're actually the goal is to move it outside of music and like I'm really into like racing.
Anything.
Yeah, racing. Like,
Yeah.
so I've gotten her into NASCAR.
Like cars?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like-
is NASCAR your number? That's your number one?
That or probably Rally. I really enjoy watching Rally.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the best drivers in the world.
Yeah, dude, the skill level just I
Oh.
can't even play the video game. It's so difficult.
No.
You know what I mean?
I don't. I have a whole sim. Very nice sim setup. I do not touch Rally. It's fucking hard.
Yeah, dude, no, I don't want any part of that. Like going around.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. I don't want to say NASCAR isn't hard. You've got, I think what
just
they said-
different. It's just different.
Different,
Like,
yeah.
it's and here the thing with Rally is the margin of error is way tinier, and then not only that, it's the consequence of error is much higher. You know what I mean? Like hitting a wall. You know, at the angles that you're hitting and stuff, and like NASCAR, even in road courses, right? Like in sports car racing, like what I do. Like the tracks are made to where you hit them at glancing blows,
not
right?
direct.
And in Rally, they just hit trees
or off the side of a cliff.
Off the side of a cliff.
right on. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, so our son
Yeah.
is really into cars because he's kind of gotten that from me a bit, but he would sit there and watch nothing but rally car crashes, like compilations, like hour over. Yeah, dude, that was our life for a good 9 months.
And just straight up just compilations of like NASCAR and F1 crashes. Like he just likes watching people
those are
crash.
great.
Yeah,
because those like things just disintegrate.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's the long goal is we'll be able to introduce so many different topics and genres instead of where we felt like
we're kind of getting boxed into
just one challenge.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and not,
absolutely.
And not to say I don't want to be like a negative Nancy, be like, oh, the challenge isn't going to keep going after 42 because it very well can. It's just
no, yeah. You know, like that's super interesting because it will be interesting to watch because like the IP in itself is like super valuable, right? It's just like, how will it be? It's very obvious that CBS does not really care to have the challenge anywhere near competing on their, with any of their shit.
No.
What do you mean?
Like they don't want it there. Yep. Like they don't want it
noticed.
there. Why? We don't know. But I mean, they did the 2 seasons of USA, and then they were just like, nah, and like that wasn't the challenge.
No.
You know what I mean? That was not. It was not like. What makes the challenge is the characters, the relationships that they're like long term, even if they're not continuing. But it's like, I remember my very first season, the big fight in the beginning of the season was Trishelle and Anissa.
Yeah.
Do you know how long they knew each other before that fight ever happened? And like they had already been in like beef and squashed it, beef and squashed it, beef and squashed it throughout the years.
Yeah.
And so like. That is how that goes. It's not necessarily that like people just have beef and then it gets squashed and then it's like, the people the longest are the easiest people to get in arguments and fights with.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
And so that's what always makes the challenge. And so when they keep doing these challenges where half of these people are new, they're out of touch, like they're trying to combine 40-year-olds with these like new cats, and it's like they're not even the new people. Hey, I'm all for bringing new people, but hey, let's continue with the thing that we used to do and say you had to come from another show. Let's make it somebody who's like been on a couple shows and has like relationships and things like that. But they're not. They're just bringing in. It's a bunch of it's like half randos that they don't know each other either. I think that like the challenge really lost their identity.
Yes.
Yeah, they strayed.
In that they were like, because this is what always get me. The thing that I think that the challenge came out, it was a hit, and then it had this like lulled period, right? And then it had a resurgence, right? And the resurgence came when people kind of started taking, Bill Simmons started talking about it as like a sport, and they started like actually keeping track of, elimination wins and challenge wins. And they started keeping all these stats, dude. And so to me, they did more sport like, right? Well, what rules television? Literally, what rules any television, even now streaming, even when Netflix streams an NFL game, who's what, right? Like it doesn't matter. Like sports rule, boxing, like all of it, sports rule. Even when they put it on a platform where movies, like people are there to watch movies, they still will watch the sports. Yeah. And we literally have one. They built their own, and all they cared about for just, you could get super political with it as far as like how they treated it throughout the years. And like, they were more concerned with stuff like that. Yeah. And I get it. MTV as a network was for a little while more, was a place that pushed boundaries and was a place that like minorities could speak out and like have a voice and things like that. So I totally understand that. It's just that the challenge specifically, and if we're looking at this thing like it's a business. Mm-hmm. The challenge specifically took off because of that. And then they did, how cool was it that we got to do 90-minute episodes? That's super cool. You didn't see any more challenge eliminations. Yeah. Like literally minutes to minutes, it was the same amount of competition in a 90-minute episode as it was a 60-minute episode. So really, for the fans, the 60-minute episodes were actually fucking better because we didn't have near as many commercials, and two, as much bullshit filler. That's just some other. It's literally. And the thing is, like, I know who it is, so it's just like, I know who's in charge of like story edits and like all this shit. And I'm like, so we're relying on you two dorks to pick what stories
these dum-dums
make it. No, for real. Yes, I'm just like, no wonder masculine dudes have been fucking hated on this show for the last 10 years. They're like so upset that like we win, but I'm like, but that's the game that you've created, right? Like you've created a sport-like game, a physical game. People love it. That's what we come to expect. Yeah. What can you guys name for me, just off top, the most iconic like eliminations?
Oh God.
Banana backpack.
Yeah.
Choo-choo train.
Super physical.
Yeah, all of them are physical.
Hall brawl,
I'm blanking on everything now.
That's a car crash.
Pole wrestle.
Let's do stuff that you don't even touch each other. Some you don't even touch each other. Not so fast.
Puzzles.
All the sledgehammer stuff.
Yeah. The sledgehammer one was really good.
The wall of nails.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's get this intro knocked out before we do the whole episode, and then I have to do the intro at the end.
Yeah, you do your intro.
All right, so I prepared one. I'm going to try not to fuck this up.
Drum roll.
With that being said, I probably took one too many trips to the garage earlier, but we'll make this happen.
You need to deep breathe really quickly. Do you need to listen to Taylor Swift really fast?
Unique New York. No, I'm not there yet.
Do you want to listen to Opalite?
Kind of. All right.
I know you do.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to...
I need to pump up. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry.
It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me.
It's usually Katie. Yeah. So, we're good. That was my good one. I wasted my good intro on that one right there.
No.
What was that? I wasted the good surprise on you. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Challenge Fandom Podcast. You got myself, Rick, my beautiful wife, Karina, and of course, Katie Pahura. And today we are joined with a very, very special guest. a guy who's an absolute problem on the competition field, but the fun kind that we like to watch on TV. A man who doesn't just compete, he checks the settings and turns the level up. He's not just a challenge, he's also an entrepreneur, an actor, a producer, and a race car driver. This guy is sitting here collecting skill trees like it's a video game in real life. Now, back to the reason you guys are here, because this is the Challenge Fandom podcast. On the challenge, this man is on everyone's Mount Rushmore. He's done 10 seasons. In those 10 seasons, he's got 30 daily wins. You think you can take him down to elimination and get him out that way? Think again. He's gone to 21 eliminations, and he's 15-6. You're not beating him down there either. You might as well pack your bag. If you get him to the final, you're definitely not fucking winning, because he's in 10 seasons, he's won 5 of them. He's made 7 finals, 7 out of 5. That's a better percentage than Ted Williams. If you get the reference, you get the reference. I'm just going to put that out there.
I do.
Thank you. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, just greatness while fighting adversity. Give this man his flowers, his crown, the GOAT, Jordan Wiseley.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, now we do need the
Right?
Yeah, you fucking nailed that. Wow, that was awesome.
Yeah, it's like booze dancing. I just like kind of got in the zone. I didn't know what was going on.
You did a great job. Great
Now I know
job.
why you didn't want to wait till the end.
Yeah. That would have set a
Yeah.
weird tone.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Hey,
Jordan,
thanks for having me, guys.
No,
Thanks for having me.
thank
And also, hey, I want to congratulate you guys on to do what you guys have done for as long as you've done it with your Challenge Fandom podcast is pretty incredible. So I hope you guys are very proud of yourselves, as I am proud of you. And the Challenge Fandom and the Challenge Sphere thanks you for your efforts. So thank you guys.
dude.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you,
that
thank
means
you,
a
man.
lot, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been crazy. Who would have ever thought we could say we've done 16 seasons in 4 years, which is wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's so wild, man.
Yeah.
And we started, I think, on Spies, Lies, Allies.
Yeah, we started
Oh my
Spies Lives.
god.
So
We've covered 16 seasons
Yeah.
since then. We've done exit interviews for CBS. We've done 60 plus interviews with, OG Challenger, like MTV
To the
Real
GOAT.
World
Yeah.
the
Challengers.
second
Yeah.
time with the GOAT.
Second time here with the
Yeah.
GOAT. Like, yeah, we couldn't have asked for a better experience with this podcast.
Or
so.
a better way to close out this
Absolutely.
chapter. And Jordan, we really want to thank you so much. We know that you don't really like doing interviews. You don't do them too often. Every now and then we'll catch you out there.
Yeah.
Before we dive into that, though, I want to talk about some stuff that you've got going on
Ooh,
right now
yes.
that we've been seeing online for the last few months, which is Champ Camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell
yeah.
the
Yes.
people about Champ Camp.
Just
Um,
everything, all the things, all the tea, right here, right now.
All right, I'll give you some tea. This is not like TT, but it was we were I was on 40, and we were on 40. We were in this stupid fucking Vietnamese castle bullshit, and we're all just fucking pissed off. And it always gets to this point in the season where we're all pissed off, and like everyone's personal drama is kind of like settled. And this is another thing why we've always complained that this thing is too long. We can do them quicker, but we just like sit around and bullshit. And like we get to a point to where like the last couple weeks, they're like, hey, can you guys like do or talk about something? We're like, no, we've talked about it all. We fucking talked about it all, dude. Like,
Yeah.
we know the game moves. We know what everybody's going to do now. Like, this is where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we always get to a point very early where we're all sitting around just fucking hating on production, being like, fucking, there's no food, there's no fucking utensils, there's no toilet paper, like whatever we're fucking short of, right? Like whatever we're mad about, like, Jenny pissed in a cup, like,
A fucking porta potty.
yeah, and Corey goes, yeah, man, but what are we gonna do about it? Like, just is what it is. And I like sat there in a moment for that, and I was so fucking mad because I was like, Corey, no, Corey. I'm like, how? And finally, and at that moment, I didn't exactly know how, but I looked at him. I go, no, no, Corey. You know what you do? You take their fucking toy. You take their toy and you show them how to play with it.
Yep.
Take their
I
toy
didn't
away.
know what that meant at the moment, but
Held on to that.
Just sounds like some
I
shit my
did.
dad said, and I'm gonna pull that out of my back pocket right now.
Right.
yeah, dude. And and he was just like, all right, you know, and I'm just like, yeah.
Cool, bro.
And he just sitting there like hugging a pillow, like, yeah, man. And but that's kind of where it came, and I was like, dude, I wanna build a game. I wanna build something that I think is just done right. I think that there's maybe not all like, and because I'm sure producers could come on here and argue with me like, no, we know that the fans love the drama and blah blah blah. And I'm sure that there are fans out there who just love the drama and don't really care about the other shit. But there's some people out there, and me in particular, I am partial to the competitive stuff and the strategy and the gamesmanship outside of that goes with that.
Yep.
Of course, when you have like beautiful people and anxiety and fear and fucking people are winning and there's triumph and all this, like, of course you're gonna have these like love triangles and shit like that, and that's inherent. So like, sure, show it, do all that stuff, but we got away from that. And so what I want to do is, I was like, dude, I want to just make something that's just like pretty pure and like for the purists out there, and there might not be a lot of us, but like if you build it, let's see what happens. So I kind of thought out this like game, and like I was like, how could we do this in a day? Like long term, of course, like obviously, like pie in the sky. I want to do Champ Camp as put people in a house, put 20 to 30 people in a house, compete, whittle down, do the whole thing. Right. But I don't have a budget to just go right to that. And so that is honestly where the Champ Camp Live portion kind of got built. Because before we can sprint, let's try and just crawl. Yeah. And let's see if we can do it for a day. So I worked with some good friends of mine out of Florida. They're a company called The Media Standard. They do production. They also do a lot of website development. And so I'd had this idea to build a streaming site. And because I'm tired of asking networks to like, hey, will you look at my pilot? Will you look at my script? Will you look at my treatment? And I was like, dude, I see we have enough fans and people understand streaming enough now, like we understand streaming enough now, and it's on everyone's phone that I want to build our own website where we can stream, not ask for any permission, and just do it ourselves. So I worked with them for a few months, quite a few months, about 8 months, and we built a streaming site. And that is champcampchallenge.com. And that site can be the plan for that site is it will be a live streaming network of competition reality. We've got stuff in the works for competition reality golf shows about, golfers in a house competing against each other, laying bets, getting down to a winner. We've got Champ Camp. I've got an idea for, I've always thought about the real world, the concept of the real world, and just like putting strangers in the house. But let's do good. Let's say like, what if they went out and they had to do 2 different weekly outreach things within there. Like the challenges were part of that, right? Like it was solely about like that stuff. So that's like the grand scheme. Like, when I'm like sitting here scribbling, and then Champ Camp was just the first one. So I said, let's do a 1 day. Yeah. I'll build an obstacle course. Me and the homie built it with our bare hands.
I love that so much.
In Minneapolis, and made the puzzles, made the eliminations, literally made everything. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Like, let's do a challenge experience. And so we did Minneapolis, and it was insane. Of course, it fucking rains.
Yeah, I
we wake
saw
up,
that.
dude.
Okay,
It's just
but
raining.
why Minneapolis? When I saw it, I was like, it's so fucking cold. Why are they doing it there?
So it was actually like it was at a time where like winter hadn't hit yet. It was
Okay.
still like pretty good. It was still pretty good weather. I was like, also. Well, we had some really good hookups there. We had hookups at a hotel. So like all my talent,
okay.
all the talent, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm flying everybody out. You know, I'm
Yeah.
taking care of everyone. And so that just happened to be where I had the most bang for my buck, right? And then I was like, also, you know, those Midwestern states. I think that we could pull people from Detroit, Chicago, you know, Milwaukee. Yeah, there's like a hub there, right? And so I was like, I bet we could like pull in, and we did. And credit to everyone. You know, we got an insane. We also had a line on an insane. The location that we were at was basically like the front lawn of Vikings Stadium.
It looks so cool.
Yeah, it was insane. I really want to go back there, and like I want to go back with like bleachers and like you know, like actually kind of like build it up a bit. But that was it was the guinea pig, and it was just the place that I had the most, you know, kind of equity. And so yeah, that's where it was. But it worked. You know what I mean? Like that was the big thing. Is like I get on, I'm just like pacing and. You know, I've flown in, you know, like seven. Yeah, I think there was 7 or 8 other challengers there, and they're just like, "Yo, we're here, man. We're ready to ride. Like, you tell us." And I was like, "Guys, it's fly by the seat of our pants, kind of." I was like, "Here's the run of show. You know, here's how I expect to go. You know, but from that, like, you know, we're free balling. Like, do your thing. Like, you guys are pros." And they're like, "All right," and it's yeah, I don't know. I still think about that day. Like it was for the rain, for everything. It was so sick. It was so sick. Yeah. And I think it's bang for your buck. You know, you can sit in a crowd and watch them on stage, talk about stuff. You know, I get it. Yeah. Or you guys can come compete and like we're on the field right there all day. With you. Yeah. And it's so after the first one, I sat down and I was like, okay, hold on. My game, my sportsman mind kind of took off, and I was like, this is a fucking series. Like High Rocks or anything else. Like, this is a competition series that we go city to city. And I had already had the concept of a male and female winner from the day. Right. But I was like, what do you get? Other than obviously they're going to get a like first bid to whenever this thing turns into a show, you know, like they've obviously set themselves apart, but I'm like, there's gotta be something better than just theoretical, you know? And then I was like, okay, light bulb. I want to do a series. We're going to do for the first season, we're going to do 8 stops. We've done 2 already, right? Minnesota was 1, Orlando was 2. We have 6 more stops planned in 2026. Well, I guess 7, because 7, we're going to do the finale.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say almost like
Season
American
1,
Gladiators kind of
style. Season 1
American Gladiators.
Yes.
Oh God. Okay, so
the male and the winners from each one, they've won a golden ticket. We have these awesome. I should have brought one in here. We have these awesome. Literally, they're metal golden tickets. That, you know,
yes.
Yeah, very much so. And that is their ticket onto the team, right? So 16 winners at the end, 8 guys, 8 girls in the finale. They'll compete against a team of 16 of us.
Oh,
we don't know who the team is, but it's 8 guys, 8 girls of people that you've been watching go at it already.
We wanted this.
Yeah. Well,
oh my God, I'm gonna die.
We got it. So then that night in November, we have the finale set for November. We're gonna do challenge, elimination, challenge, elimination, challenge, elimination. Get down, do a mini final. Well, I mean, it will, in essence, it'll be a mini final, but it will be the final for the night.
Yeah.
And we'll determine. We'll
Oh my god, this is
decide
gonna be
a winner.
so sick.
That's gonna be so cool.
Two things. One, I think it would be hilarious if the final where you bring in the challengers to go against them, if it's just like a murderer's row
Yes.
of challengers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm sitting here watching our first 4 winners, and they're building. And I also, not only do we have the first 4 winners, and they are studs, but I've seen the people who have come close, and I'm like, fuck, they're definitely going to get a golden ticket eventually.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a good squad. Like,
so
it's it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. We'll definitely have to bring it. It's not like we can show up with a squad of nothings. Also, I'll just add, and this is like, a little sneak. And then if you guys want, you can watch Orlando, the full Orlando stream, the full competition is on. It can be viewed right now. It's on champcampchallenge.com.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, anybody, you guys can go watch that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you. So this one, they had mini fight. They do, but we break them into teams. First off, it's team obstacle course. This one, they had a balance puzzle at the end of it. Oh. And each layer of the puzzle was done by a different person on the team. So like, you do the whole obstacle course, you stack your layer, right? The next person stacks on top, the next person stacks on top until you finally get it. If it falls, you got to keep going, right?
I like that.
Yeah. And then losing teams had to vote somebody off.
Oh shit.
Vote somebody out of there. If you got a vote, if you caught a vote, you got an X. An X means you can't make it into the mini final. You can't make it to the final at the end of the day. They did 2 more eliminations after that, and then we did a mini final, and the mini final was insane. I let them coin toss, or I let the girls decide, the ladies decide to go. You guys want to go first or second? They go, make the boys go first.
Yes.
Guys, you're up. And we had an eating section in the mini.
I saw that. Yeah.
Did everybody throw everything?
No, we were there. We watched it, and I gotta give a shout out to some of these people came up. Like, there's a girl in there. We call her Lucy Goosey. Why? I don't know. Her name is not Lucy. It's Chantel. She's known. She has a fandom as Lucy Goosey. They all come in shirts. It's awesome.
That's great, dude.
But they told me, they were like, yo, she thinks that like honey barbecue is spicy. Like these, and I told the taco truck, I go, give me 20 of the spiciest tacos you can make. So that's what they had to eat. They had to eat 2 of them each, and then run, and like do the whole thing. It was awesome. Yeah, they had a 10 gram. It was great. And the end of this whole thing, is a photo freaking finish, right? Like, it's the classic. First girl starts and she's got like a 200-meter lead, and then second place, and then third place, and then they like catch her, and then like third and second are now battling it out. It's so wild. It is so fucking great. And then I just sit back and I just go, yeah, you see, I didn't have to do anything. Competition will breed this. It will breed it, and we're just gonna, I wanna make something really fun and let everybody watch. So champcampchallenge.com is free. We plan on incorporating more buttons and things like text to speech and things like that. As we build everything up and get a bigger user base. But that's the goal right now, is I want to build Champ Camp and have a place to go. And then I could kind of see where it was going. I was like, dude, I think that the challenge is going to be relegated to being a streaming only show. And so I was like, what happens to that? I don't know. I don't know. Like, does Buddha
Yeah.
Murray keep it? I don't know. Who does, like, I would imagine. So what we, like I said, the IP is there. That is proven to be profitable. So I'm sure they're not going to just scrap it.
Right.
What it will turn into, I don't know. But this
that's
is
really the
something.
question.
Yeah, but this is something for us
Yeah.
to mold, to build, to keep that challenge fandom, kind of rolling.
And-
This is our option.
And I think you hit on a bunch of different things that are really accurate on this. One, I do want to say we've talked to some people that have competed, one of which CJ Harris, and he was telling us,
love CJ.
Yes.
He's one of those that I'm like, fuck, CJ's gonna be on our team.
yeah, dude. And like,
He's
I watched the
good.
videos of him in Orlando on that like pyramid where they had to hop back and forth. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is like real like
Yeah.
challenge stuff. Just you don't have to be 45 feet off the air to do it. It's
Totally.
still
Yes.
difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if it's 6 inches off the ground, it's
Yeah.
still
Did you guys
difficult.
recognize those bells?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those from 30 was the first time I saw them.
30,
above
yeah.
the water. Yeah.
And then, but I think what you're hitting on is the fact that we're entering a new age of the way people consume media is it doesn't have to be on a network. It doesn't have to be on Netflix. It doesn't have to be on Paramount.
Right.
You can do this with a website
Mm-hmm.
and a YouTube or a Patreon presence and really create a media presence.
Yeah.
And especially for what you're talking about, like bigger picture wise, having multiple different things, this is the way to do it nowadays.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
yeah,
I
think
love it.
it's like I said, I do love the challenge, and it gets tough sometimes because like going back and forth with production,
Yeah.
I'm sure their point of view is like, why do you get in the way? And I'm like, well, in my point of view, like you're not making a very good thing.
I agree. Like just hearing
Uh-huh.
you talk about this and hearing you talk about like what's coming in 2026, like I'll be honest, I'm more excited to see all of that than I am for what they're
Oh,
doing for
thank
42.
you.
So
Yeah,
like
100%.
Thank you.
I like, can we cover it on Haste Reaction?
Absolutely.
Like,
100%.
can we
No,
cover
you guys
Jam
should
Camp?
definitely. It
Like,
would be rad.
you
Yeah.
know, so like I think that would be a lot of fun.
Let's
Like,
do it.
I would love to watch the whole series next year, and then
Thank
that
you. Yeah,
final sounds awesome,
everything
so.
will be streaming.
Heck yeah. We're gonna
That
do
was
it.
that was a huge point in so if you win a golden ticket, that golden ticket not only does it get you on the team, but it gets you into every champ camp for the rest of the season
Oh,
up
cool.
until the final. So and I'll get your flights out there. So
Oh, that's
Wow.
I'll get your travel. All you gotta do is grab a hotel.
yeah.
We're working with Marriott now. Like so shout out Marriott. Everybody go tag Marriott and be like, work with them.
Right?
Because we want to get everybody a deal that way.
Yeah.
Because dude, guys,
the
one of
group
coolest
rates.
things.
Yeah.
Yes, well, one of the coolest things that like I saw in Minnesota was just how much camaraderie that everybody had, like just being out there and competing and like getting split into teams, and then it was really cool to see. So like, how can we foster that? How can we keep growing that? So I wanna keep finding ways that we can like have everybody staying at the same place, right? Like
Yeah.
and get everybody's personality, because that only makes a better product for us as well, because
Yeah.
everyone knows each other, and I would say 50%, if not more, but I would say minimum half of the people who have been who are at Orlando were in Minneapolis as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's awesome.
It
Dude.
was cool. And I'm like, okay, you get it. Like, this is a thing that you can follow around. If you think you got what it takes, get your golden ticket, whether it's the first one or the fifth one, right?
Yes.
Like, when are you going to get your golden ticket? And we're going to change them. Like, each round is going to be different. So there might be a round that like benefits somebody's, thing. Like, that was a puzzle that they liked. So I'm excited to watch people grow, and the audience watching contestants and watching these competitors grow is why I want these golden ticket winners to continue to come back. I'm like, even if you don't want to compete, just come back. Like, Anthony and Camber, and now we have Patrick, like all these guys and girls who I want them to, and Jen, Sorry, I almost forgot Jen. Who I'm terrified of, by the way. I don't know if Rick, did you watch or?
I didn't. I haven't seen the final. I've just seen highlights on it. But what we're gonna do now is, since you are game to it, we're gonna bring it up and we're gonna react to it on our YouTube.
Yeah.
And we'll start a whole new series on our new channel where we react to it. Because look, we don't.
There's
really
some spills and there's some cool stuff,
dude. I'll talk to you more about it later. I don't want to talk about our stuff when we're talking to you. But yeah, we'll talk to you more about it later. But no, I definitely want to recap it. And I've seen different highlights because I follow CJ. So I saw him, and then I've seen what Pierre's posted and Zach and all of them. Yeah. And so it looks like a blast. My question is, are you looking at doing some on the West Coast as well?
Oh yeah. We're gonna hit everywhere. Now is the time that I come. So I haven't announced. I'm about to announce it, but fuck it.
Well, we're time traveling right now, so you might have already announced it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Arizona will be our next stop. Arizona, February 28th. We're going to be at Campos Verde High School. Yeah, so that's our next stop. After Arizona, we'll probably do LA. And then from there we'll map it out. But yeah, probably definitely West Coast for sure. We'll probably go up, probably do the Pacific Northwest. Some place. I got to do Texas.
And I think the really cool thing is I don't know. One of my things is I'd like to look at something and see what the evolution could be, right? And if you ever really wanted to do an actual final. It's not like you can't do that anywhere in fucking America.
Yeah. I have that.
You know what I mean?
We are 100% doing an actual final. But that'll be obviously. So we'll have Champ Camp, live, the actual show that we will do this. It'll run. I want to run it 5 or 6 weeks, 24/7 live.
Oh, live feeds, yes,
live feeds. The house challenges, all of it. You know what I mean? So it's just they're living in that. So you watch the pressure cooker completely. That's what the site is built for. The site is built for that. To have every camera, you can filter through every camera. We have a live chat going. That is the ultimate goal. And every single one of these individual events is an opportunity for us to cast.
Wow.
So, you know what I mean?
This is gonna be crazy. I'm so excited.
Insane. It's going to be crazy.
And you're touching on something very old school of the challenge, which are casting calls.
Yes. This is what we've wanted.
Yes.
Casting call. Bring them back. Bring them back. Yeah, 100%.
Who cares how many IG followers you have?
That's it.
Let's see what you can do in front of me right now.
I don't give a shit if you're an
100%.
Influencer.
Yeah. Are you funny? Are you good on TV?
Do you have a personality?
Do you have there you go. Yes. Do you have a personality?
Look,
yes.
Oh my gosh, this is so
I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
We get to, it gives me and other producers time, and so now throughout this whole process, we're going to get to see these people over and over and compete. And I know how good CJ is. You know what I mean? I know most people watching might not know CJ right now. You will. Right? Yeah. You will know Jen and Patrick and Anthony. Oh my God. Anthony Terry. That dude is going to be people are going to know who these people are. And Camber, I can't wait to put Camber in a house with people, or, Anthony and Camber were our first 2 golden ticket winners, and they're insane. Camber's a therapist. A therapist who came out there and won. Could you imagine? I can't wait. I can't wait.
That's so great.
Yeah. To put her in the house and just let that
we
happen.
need her. Okay, please do that.
How many things is she going to be like?
Wow.
Well, hold on here.
Her confessionals alone.
Just could you imagine you have a therapist, and then you have an electrician, and then you have an office worker.
Yes.
Yeah, it's what the real world was. You guys remember that one?
Yes.
Dude, still one of my favorite moments is when you first meet Marlon, you tell him an alligator.
Still one of the best.
I had to set the tone. I had to set the tone from the jump to let them know. It's fine.
Dude, and that's like, yeah, dude, you're hitting on all the right things that where the challenge is missing. And look, I don't want to shit on the challenge, but I'm going to right now, which is is like, dude, they've just missed the boat. And I feel like it's a mirror image of MTV. Like MTV's had 20 years to evolve and become a network that went to streaming like all these other ones. And they could have really competed and been on the cutting edge.
Yeah.
And I feel like the challenge has kind of got from the viewers' perspective, they've become lackadaisical. They don't check to make sure people aren't cheating, throwing food behind them. They're not checking to make sure people are actually finishing the puzzles correctly. We're seeing all these things. And then like, I get protecting your cast, but protecting your cast and not showing something that could open up a bigger discussion, what MTV and the challenge and Real World and Road Rules was.
Yeah.
That's where you're missing out. And then, like you said, Jordan, just put the competitive people. Competitive people will create drama just based on how they're finishing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They've just missed the boat.
People can't help but take it serious when someone like potentially says their name, or like there's whispering. The more people you put in there who like don't really care about competing, who are just there to try and like make a name, they don't care to stay, like they're not fighting for anything, right? When you're out there fighting on the field, then you really fucking care. And that's when you used to see people get really fucking mad that somebody would even throw a vote their way. They'd be like, how dare you? They're like, it was a burn vote, dude. They're like, no, you said my name. And you're like, oh shit, dude. Like,
well, dude, and that's the thing is like, I think you're right. Like, they kind of missed the boat. Like, you want to go with this fifth sport, but you don't want to put timers and keep the audience transparency and competition,
safety, integrity. It's just
there were, and I mean, I could go on for days about all that. Yeah. Honestly, what astonished me most is that it makes it into the edit. I'm like, dude, you guys could be wizards and just not make it in. But the fact that the fans can screenshot it, I therefore get to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're not allowed to talk about what didn't make it on air.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you put it on air. You put Jen's puzzle on air.
Yeah.
Like we did. I didn't make it up. You know what I mean? Like they did that and the fans screenshot it and they're like, hey, this doesn't look correct. And I was like, yeah, it's because it's not, because the top is on the bottom, the bottom is on top.
Yeah.
That's because it's wrong.
Right. It's because it's wrong. And imagine if she had to take that whole thing apart to get the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people are still trying to convince us that she did. Yeah.
Now who's treading water?
And
now who's in the final?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay.
It's just good TV. You know what I mean? It's just good TV.
Yeah. Look, one of our favorite discussions, and then we've got other things other than just a challenge, because we spent 2.5 hours talking challenge with you the first time.
Yeah,
you've got a lot more going on than just
that. Yeah, I love it.
But one thing I do want to say that we talked about a lot this new season, because we thought this new season was good. It brought some decent things to it. The cast was good.
Some of the rookies were pretty good,
Not seeing the rookies cower to Johnny Bananas is always nice.
Great. That was beautiful.
Don't you love it?
I loved it. It was beautiful.
Loved it, dude.
It was so great. Oh
loved watching the challenge go home on episode 4.
Guess the show's over. What do we do now?
Yeah, I heard about, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting, whether I like it or not, I'm getting fucking, updates as like shit happens. And I'm just like, oh no, what happened?
But the one thing we said is, could you imagine what would have happened if Jordan was there when he found out people were cheating, eating onions and peppers, and TJ was just going to be like, oh, well, nothing matters today. We're just going to strike it from the record. Like,
and also, here's a really fancy dinner.
They wouldn't have been able to show that portion of the challenge because I would have flipped a fucking table. Because I learned, this is why you won't see me back. And it's not people ask, I won't get a call. That's what I've solidified, because I learned that they don't care if you complain.
Yeah.
They're just going to edit that out, and then they're just going to sit there and look at you and be like, all right, we'll go on to the next thing because we're filming a
bye.
show. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Ruin the shot. Ruin the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By ruining this shot, that's a very fucking expensive shot, and you don't want to cut all this out.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's literally what on season 39, when I went in as a mercenary with Kieran.
Yeah.
They explained the rules very clearly. You cannot wrestle. You're not allowed to wrestle. I go, now this is something that I learned throughout my years and the challenges. When they tell you not to do something, you have to make them tell you what the penalty is first. If not, they'll just make it up on the spot for who it is, right? Like if it's Bananas that did the thing, then they're like, no, right? but if it's like, Jordan does the thing, they're like, no, you have to go back. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. When so I go, what happens if you wrestle? They go, we're going to stop you right there, stop the time and reset. And I go, oh, okay, great. So we start wrestling. They don't stop the time. They let the time run out. He's ahead. He wins the round. And I was like, yo, I thought you said no wrestling. And that wasted 20 seconds of my round. And they just ignored me. And they just go, all right, reset. All right, here we go, reset. And I go, no, guys, what are we doing here? Like, is that the rule? Because when they first told me the game, when they first said the game, the lights, and I go, oh my God. As soon as TJ says go, I'm going to turn around and grab him. I'm going to pick him up, put him on the ground. I'm going to hold him there till there's 10 seconds. And I'm going to go run and hit the light. Yeah. And I will win 3 rounds in a row, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Because he can't beat me wrestling. Do you know what I mean? Like that, and if the thing is, I have 60 seconds to win the wrestling match and then go tag the thing, I only have to win 1. So that was my, immediately when they explained, I was like, all right, bet I'm about to make this so fucking sick. Because also in my mind, when I see challenges and eliminations, I'm like, how do we make this look fucking cool? Do you know what I mean? I'm here to be a showman. Obviously I'm here to win, but I'm like, I want to make this fucking cool. And I'm writing little scripts in my head of like, how can this be fucking cool? You know? And I was like, oh my God, people will lose their minds if I fucking pick him up and just put him on the ground and just hold him there and talk shit. And then I also had it in my mind, I was like, if it worked, as I'm on top of him, I would have talked shit to the fucking, because all the castmates are there. Like, you see, and now the women be like, is there no one else? I already had it, dude. I already had it.
Oh, that would have been epic,
dude. That reminds me of we talked to Jay real quick. It was about on Ride or Dies, I think it was, and when he was up on the stand and you were in the elimination, and he was like, "Throw the fucking ball at me, Jordan! Throw it!"
I know that would have made that so fucking good, dude. That would, like if I'd have, but I did have the line. I had enough wherewithal to say the line. You know what I mean? Be like, you did this. You know what I mean? I can't remember what I said. I said like what I say or something like that. But
I don't remember either. But it was something. It was something good. I've put it in quite a few highlights because it was such a great moment.
Dude, that's the thing.
So anyway, what was I? Hold on. What did I just? What did I just forget? I was
how did we get there? We were talking about
rules? Kieran and what happened with
the wrestling.
So on 39, when you see me, when they're, they made it look like I just stood there and gave him 2 points to be a fucking dickhead. But what that was they were ignoring me and we were starting that round. They were ignoring and I go, yo, can I get a clarification? Well, are we wrestling or not? Because if we're wrestling, it's going to be different. And they go, all right, you guys ready? And I go, okay, bet. I go, is this what we're doing? Cool. Enjoy your round. And I crossed my arms and I stood there and I go, this is going to make this shot suck.
Yeah.
And when TJ blew the horn, Kieran took off and I stood there and I just looked at the camera. And Kieran ran and he hit one. They lit the other one. He ran over there and he got that one. And then they go, stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get talked to and I go, hey, are we going to ref the game or not? And they said, don't do this. And I go, I don't want to do this, but I was like, are we going to ref the game fairly? Are we playing a fair game or not? Because if you just want to be here and you want me to do like fucking somersaults and some bullshit, then don't call me for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to hear and win,
talk
don't
shit about my record and all this kind of shit, right? And then and then they're gonna be up there and be like, "Oh yeah, we did this." It's like, no, we're playing a fair game.
Yeah.
I go ref the game fairly, and they go, all right, bet. And I go, cool, let's go. So I go back out there, and they go, okay, we're gonna restart. I go, no, the fuck, we're not. You blew the horn. I didn't go. He went. He got his fucking points. Start the time wherever the fuck it was. He gets 2 points. Yeah. And they go, okay. They didn't say okay. They argued for a moment, and then they finally go. And then TJ finally looks at him, and they're just like, do it. I'm like, all right, let's go. 2-0. And then he called it off. Kieran 2, Jordan 0. And we fucking play the game. I beat his ass, and that's fucking that. And but I'm like, don't do that, dude. Don't do that. Just like reset us, like, and it just kills me that like I have to do that. I'm like, fudge, dude. It really hurts my heart when I like have to do that crap. And because I'm like, I don't want to ruin this fucking thing that I love.
Yeah.
And I think it speaks volumes that competitors like yourself or Osseo are like, dude, I don't want to compete on this if it's not going to be done fairly.
Yeah.
And because you guys, at the end of the day, like we talked to you, you started your life out as an athlete first.
Right.
Yeah.
You were in baseball, wrestling, motocross, you said professional wakeboarding too on top of that, right?
Couple pro tournaments, yeah. So I get to say pro wake term. Yeah.
We'll throw it out there. No, that's a good title.
I won money. I actually won.
Oh yeah, you're
money.
pro. Yeah. Dude, pro.
We're counting it.
Yeah.
Sponsored even.
Right?
Where's the trophy?
Yeah, sponsored. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, and that's the thing is like, you want to call it the fifth sport, it's got to have the rules and regulations because that's what sets sports apart.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what a first down is. You know what a touchdown
Everybody
is.
knows what to expect, what the rules are, what the penalties are, what happens,
Well,
There's
can
no
we
question.
make it not as complicated as football, though? Because, guys,
Easy. Yeah. Well,
there's too many rules.
That's what was crazy to me about Spies, Lies, and Allies and all those kind of.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And that was my gripe with 41. I was just like,
it was
what?
A lot.
At any given time, you can
your permanent partner that you can stake a claim for anyone else. Like that's not permanent.
Yeah, then that's not permanent.
That's not how that works, bro.
And those just don't do well. Dirty 30 did well because of the cast.
Yeah.
Despite it was pretty easy. It was easy enough to keep up with in that these people are just going to get split up each challenge. And then it goes back to the pool for the voting and everything else. And that's pretty easy to me. That's as complicated as it needs to be. Keep running it, guy-girl pair. Keep running it, girl-girl, guy-guy. Keep going single. Keep going. We ain't got to reinvent the wheel here, dude.
Yeah.
You already have a blueprint of
sitting
success.
back there cashing checks because their idea got used. That's what I want. I'm like, dude.
Hey guys, we should switch partners again. You know what's a really great plot twist? Change partners again.
Change partners again.
Again. I'm like,
again.
Another super twist.
I could be a conspiracy theorist and be like, it's kind of like, who's selling the most pyrotechnics to Buna Memory right now? You know what I mean?
I know. Isn't that it's so funny. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. It's such a joke to me that they can keep spending as much fucking money on this bullshit and then skimp on all this other shit and be like, look, explosives.
Yeah. Yeah, here's all these explosives, these really expensive explosives, but we're going to give you...
We could have CGI'd that, dude. We could literally AI that now for
that's
$13 from a student from India.
Yeah.
Literally, they have full-on businesses that you can outsource AI to.
But instead of AIing it, we're going to do that for real. And we're just going to give you guys little plastic safety goggles. And, you'll be fine. Like, what the?
How incredible. Hey, you know what's so funny is I'm so glad those little Bunsen burner ass fucking goggles that they give you. Imagine if Olivia would have had. So I made a very, very, very big stink when Fessy and I used those.
Yeah.
Because we had to use those with our fucking things. And they came out, and when they first handed them to us, I go, I'm not wearing these.
Yeah.
And they go, you have to. And I go, absolutely not. One, they fog up. And then what's the game? What's the game? Like, why? And I go, number 2, these are not safe. They're not shatterproof. These are not. I go, there's a reason that motocross and snowboard goggles are made with the lenses they're made. Because they don't shatter. You can slam into trees. You can slam your face into your handlebars, and they don't break.
Yep. Exactly, dude.
And I'm just like, bro. So I made a huge stink. Literally had to have the EP come out. Had to have the fucking safety dude come out. Like, this is fucking insane to me that you guys can't go on Amazon and order unbranded snowboard goggles that will ventilate. So how many eliminations have we watched where people have to like have their those fucking things on their face, looking like fucking idiots?
Why
are you like, you guys spend $500,000 fucking dollars on this, or if not more, for like some of this bullshit to have some foggy ass goggles. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
And bicycle helmets for football drills.
Like, you're running an Oklahoma drill, but you're gonna put them in a mountain bike helmet. What the fuck?
Could you imagine if somebody actually led in there? Also, chesty GoPros.
Yeah,
a chesty GoPro running at each other full speed.
Sure.
Are you kidding me? That's an orbital. Like, how an orbital or a fucking broken face? I mean, you guys saw my face on whatever that was, 40. Oh, that was 40.
Yeah, 40.
8 stitches. 8 stitches across my face because they decided to use on the inside. They decided to use metal, aluminum with hard 90-degree angles. And I'm like, you couldn't even take a grinder and kind of shave that thing down for me a little bit, bud?
Just
you don't want to shave that down there, bud? Well, fucking electrical tape on that there, bud?
Something.
Just like the fact that the safety team has never seen all the accidents that slingshots create.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want
the most famous watermelon
literally
from Amazing Race.
Slingshots are undefeated.
Yeah, dude, like just bad ideas.
If she would have been wearing those goggles, her face would have been absolutely destroyed.
She might be dead.
It would have shattered and cut her face. It would have cut potentially, but if it would have cut her eyes, right? Like, she's lucky that if the ball would have hit her in the eye, that eye is gone. But had those goggles been on her face, had Fessy and I taken one of those motherfuckers,
yep, it's a wrap.
Blind. You're blind. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So,
what else we got?
No bueno.
Katie actually has some questions
for you.
And she wants it's a change of pace.
I've been dying to ask, but it's not really about you. You're just I have to ask through you.
I know where this is going. Yeah.
Well, I gotta, begin with something first, and it's like full circle because it comes back to I've been wanting to teach Rick about country music since he's teaching me about rap. And I mean, I know you might know someone whose name rhymes with Schmeiner, and I just love her music so much. And I'm so well, thank you for picking her to date, because you brought her to my world. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
It is. Trust me, it is my pleasure.
I love too, so I'm here for it all. But I need to know the legacy of what's going on right now, and I want to know when we're getting more, and just that's it.
Yeah, no, we Diner is my girlfriend, local diner girl. It's kind of her moniker. She grew up in a diner. Her parents have owned a diner since she was 2 years old. She grew up on a horse farm. Like, they had a horse ranch, 40 something acres where like people would board their horses, and they taught lessons, and So, we're very much cut from like that same cloth. Oregon. She's from Oregon, just outside of Portland.
wow,
So
okay.
how funny,
Cool.
like with my original season and everything.
I was gonna say, that's funny.
Wow. The world
Yep.
works in
Serendipitous
mysterious ways.
Very funny, yeah. So then when we're first talking and on some of our first dates, she would like mention places. I'd be like, oh yeah, I know that place. And I'm like, I could like describe the city, and like, so that was, those were. I'm sure that was a good for early connection.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, she's phenomenal. She's very strong-willed. She's athletic. I know that's always like people want to know, like, would you have her on? Like, she would definitely be like a partner. Like on, yeah, like, I don't know that I would bring her. She said she wants to, she would do it. But like, she would be tough, like tough.
She gonna do champ camp?
Yes, she wants to do a champion because I told her, I was like, yo, how rad would that be if you made the other team and we
Yes.
competing against each other?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah,
So,
that would be awesome.
So she's gonna hit a couple of the champ camps in 26 and see if she can't grab a golden ticket. Yeah.
That's
Yay.
so cool. Oh my gosh.
So no, we've been together for 2.5 years, a little over 2.5 years now. We have big plans. We have really big plans. She is, in the middle of this, budding, very early career. But like, I have never really seen somebody like this, that like as talented as like her.
She's
and like,
so good.
No, and even though I don't like country, I have heard her song NASCAR, and I know she's gone to the NASCAR race down in Vegas twice now to perform it.
Yeah,
which is huge, dude. That's a huge audience to get introduced to.
Very,
dude.
So that was a huge full circle moment for us because I get invited by this NASCAR team who I'm talking with to potentially go run with them. Right? They're like, "Yo, come to Vegas, like be with the team." We're like feeling each other out, right?
Yeah.
So she comes with me. We're there for the whole weekend. It's awesome. We go back. We drive back Sunday. She goes into the studio on Monday, and she literally comes home and plays me this fucking song Monday after being in NASCAR. And I was just like, what the hell? I'm like, all right, well, we got to fucking, I'm like, NASCAR has to hear this. Like, this is what an incredible story.
It's so good.
They loved it. She's got to go back twice, and like the stage has gotten a little bit bigger every time. So.
Yep.
The music.
I wanted to be there, like, Carrie Underwood, Monday Night Football.
Yes.
I wanted to be the like what opens up their shit.
Yeah, dude, and it should be.
Give it time.
Yeah.
Give it time. Let it marinate. The seed is planted.
Someone's got to let NASCAR know they can't just play LaGrange by ZZ Top. They got to update a little bit. Like, it's a great song, but I wanted to ask, in the music video, are you the one drifting around her as she's performing?
No. So I actually helped. It was literally, we were a two-man crew shooting this thing, myself and my best friend. So I was like all the drone, he was camera, I was doing a lot of also like safety, keeping everybody back and like making sure. But our boys at Gatsby Racing, we hit them up and we were like, yo, we're gonna be in Vegas. We got the bull ring, come out. And they came out, they had a truckload of tires. They brought 3 cars. They were like, what are we doing? And dude, it's super cool. The first hit with this, right? So like the band, we've done a couple of takes with the band playing because we had to get that like coverage and everything right. And now we have the first time where like the band's playing and Dino's gonna fucking bring this thing in and drift around him, right? And so we're like, all right, guys, here we go, ready. And they don't really eat, Rick, you understand when you fire these things up, these are LSs, right? They're not like little like wing wing. These are LS straight.
Straight pipe.
Feel it in your soul.
And he starts it, and it's loud, and he comes rolling in, and he just kind of like, like click in like second or third, whatever he's in. He comes rolling in, and it's just, and they're just doing their thing. And when he goes, he pulls the e-brake and then just drops this fucking the clutch, and all of them jumped about a foot. We're like, no! We're like, while they're playing, and so we just died. We're like, well, we can't use that, but okay, now you guys know what that's like. And it was that take was so insane because they all just jumped like a foot. We're like, what the fuck? Like, you can feel it, you know, in your chest. You're just like, wow.
Oh my god, it's I've told her, like, so I've gone to Top Fuel, like NHRA drag races.
Oh yeah.
And the percussion that those cars make as they go by, you, like, I remember someone blew a belt and it felt like my sternum popped in my chest. It was nuts. So
it shakes the air in your lungs.
Yes. Dude, and that's just one car going down. Now we're talking about like a NASCAR that's straight pipe with a V8 that is dropping the clutch, 10 feet away from them as they're doing it? Yeah, it's going to scare the shit out of anyone.
Yeah.
It was sick. It was so cool.
That's so cool, though. That's so awesome. I love that.
I got a couple ride-alongs, though. You know, of course, I went around. And we did me and Dino we did some fast ones because we were there in the oval, the bull ring. And so he would get going on that and then just go like from like entering from like the middle of the straight, just like, and come in. That's when we'd enter, you know, doing like 100 miles an hour. And then he'd just drop it and just ride the banking.
So
I'm just like,
oh my god, dude, like full disclosure, I've been a drifting fan for probably about 20 years now. I remember going and watching D1 down in Vegas when I lived down there and watching them go through the parking lot, and the first time you see a Skyline pitch it sideways at about 120 coming down the straight, you're like, oh, he's gonna fucking wreck, and then he just coasts around those corners. It's something else.
Yeah, it is. It's cool.
So, all right, transitioning back into cars. You talked about, you know, talking with the NASCAR team, and we know you've gone. Was it the TCS Motorsport? TCR. Yeah. Perfect world. You could just pick the series you go into. What kind of racing is ideal for Jordan Wiseley?
GT3, GT4. You know, would love
Grand Theft Auto.
That's right. That's right.
Write that down.
Le Mans. You know, a GT3 at Le Mans would be baller. You know, hypercar stuff, like, of course, like, you know, but like that's reserved for, you know, F1 reserve drivers and like those guys. But like realistic dreams and like that are like actually attainable. You know, a GT3 at Le Mans. LMP3s, you know, some Ligers would definitely run the VP, the Sports Car Challenge with IMSA, WeatherTech, looking at running a GT4 with an SRO with GT4 America. Also NASCAR. Like I like ovals. I started running ovals in a Legends car, and then so I hit a couple Legends races, which those things that's truly terrifying.
Oh yeah,
like to be going that fast in that twitchy of a car, you know, and then be like this far from walls and everybody like, that it's so I've done that. I've done some late model oval stuff.
Yeah,
I'm down for I would love to get in a truck. So my goal for this 2026 season is getting a truck at one of these road races. Right. Let me be the ringer, the road race ringer, right? Like, let me be your Van Gisbergen to come in and win this mid-tier team, get a road race win or top 5, because these jabronis can't, you know, they don't drive road like I do.
And if you're a NASCAR fan, you know that road races are the equalizer. It's like a small team's not going to win Charlotte. They're going to win. Nope. They're going to win Sonoma. They're going to win. It's Watkins Glen.
Dude, they're running St. Pete this year. Ooh. I need to be in a truck for St. Pete. Hey, everyone go tag Dodge. Dodge is back in the truck series for the first time in like 15 years. Go tag Dodge and say, Dodge, you're spending all this money marketing. Why don't you put a face in there that somebody's going to recognize? Ain't nobody know who these you know, we do love Daniel Dye. I do love Daniel Dye. That's my boy. But hey, Dodge.
Yes.
Let me run St. Pete. Let me run St. Pete.
We are gonna clip this and just run it on social and tag the shit out of them.
Oh,
over
come
and
on,
over and
dog.
over
Yes.
again. Yeah.
Hey,
Story
imagine we
after story
make that
after
happen.
story.
Yeah, imagine we make
Fuck.
that happen.
Yes, dude.
Because you top 5 at St. Pete, then I can earn myself a ride. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
earn your dude. You earn yourself a ride. I will make sure we get down to Vegas to see
Yeah.
you run, or down to LA to what is it? Pomona? No, it's not Pomona. It's Anaheim, isn't it?
I don't.
Where AAA Speedway is? Is that?
Yeah, no, I can't remember where that is.
It's somewhere off the 10. I know that. Anyways, that it doesn't matter. But dude, no, you get a ride. I will make sure we get down to Vegas for a NASCAR race and check that shit out. Even if it's truck series, doesn't matter. We'll get down there for that shit.
Yeah.
Or if you make Sonoma happen with the road course, that's like a 3-hour drive. We're there.
Yeah.
I think GT4 America run, like SRO runs Sonoma, so there's a chance that I could run there.
Oh, dude, yeah. So,
you know what? I think we run Sonoma. I'm gonna run Sonoma in the Zenith, so I'll post that schedule whenever we get it all confirmed. But I'm gonna run this new series that we come through there. So I'll be running a GT4 this year there.
I'll be all over that because we're 3 hours away. I'm like 20 minutes from Lake Tahoe. So
cool. Okay.
Yeah. So easy trip. But now I'm going to go into the deep end because I love NASCAR too.
And so it begins.
As far as tracks, what would be your ideal track to run?
I really understand. I really feel like I have a good understanding for the aerodynamics and the way that they like play with everything on super speedways.
Mm-hmm.
But as I'm saying that, it's like Daytona. I know Daytona, well. I've run Daytona, so I'd love to run trucks at Daytona. But I think 1.5 miles, Nashville, I think would be fun. Would be a good one to run. Michigan, I think, so I think a good 1.5 mile track is because something where I can put some strategy into play. I don't, and like the same with the super speedways, I feel like I can really run more strategy there, and you can make up a little bit with a good strategy for having a mid truck.
Oh yeah. Especially
stay out of the shit. Don't get your nuts busted, by the squirrels. And you'll be in the top 10 and now it's aerodynamic. You know what I mean? Like if you can find yourself in that 10 group in the end, it's aerodynamics, baby, and we all playing the same game. It's
and at
tires,
that point,
but
it's just which line is getting the momentum at the right time. You know what I mean? And that's the thing is super speedways and road courses. That's where I love those. Love them personally.
Yeah. So, but I mean, if so, I took that as like if I could have like a dream, like probably run those two, but the way I break into NASCAR, I think, is a road course.
I agree.
If I can get somebody to put me in a seat,
Dodge,
give me a seat for Dodge, make it happen, dude.
Come on.
Yeah, I know you got seats. I know you got open seats.
Did you not hear the intro and his winning percentage?
Literally,
you're fucking yourselves by not putting him in the seat. Let's just be honest.
For real. Every race team, also this is actually a fact. Every race team that I've ever raced with has gotten their highest placings with me on the team, and I've set the fast lap of a race in their car, that car has like never done.
See,
I mean,
results.
The kid can drive.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
get him in the car. Give him the seat.
So, but I'm gonna bring this all the way back.
Full circle.
It has been such a blessing that Diner loves racing.
I was gonna
say she loves racing. Yeah, she'll hop on the sim and she'll run. She's ran some NASCAR races and she'll run. I let her run Daytona. She actually won one at Daytona one time. I had turned down a little bit. I turned down a little bit.
No, you didn't. It was fine.
It's
it was so
it's
hard.
Still tough. She managed the tires like it was a race. Like it was a good job. She'll run the road courses that I'm about to run, so that way when I am talking about them, she'll know what I'm talking about.
That's so cool.
So that's been a really cool thing to that we get to do because race weekends are really fun for she's stoked to go.
There's so much to do too.
Yeah.
Well, and I just love that. And like, it's definitely something like I've noticed. And obviously, you know, we only get like a little view of, you know, what your guys' relationship is like from like social media and stuff. But it really seems like you guys both like, you guys champion each other's interests and careers. And, you know, like you're very supportive of like her music career and everything that she's working on. And, you know, when she was, I don't really know the status of what's going on with the actual, you know, music part of it and all the behind the scenes stuff. But, you know, when all that was going on, you were like out there fighting for her and, you know, her coming out and, you know, doing this for the rate. Like, it's just really cool. And I think that that's just really awesome that you guys like really champion each other's interests and things like that together.
And to kind of or jump on the back on that is the 24-hour race you did where she was out there on the track the whole time. Because I remember, and then you guys had to run like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And then you guys had to go 2.5 hours to get some replacement parts from some dealership to get back in there and get back in the race. I mean, dude, that's so much fun. Like, I mean, we just do this together and this is a lot of fun. But when you're out there like traveling, getting to go to races or doing shows and helping her with that, dude, like that's what it's all about.
And to your point, I love being a cheerleader.
Yes, like, that's a perfect way. Yeah.
It's fun being, you know, I call it like the guy, right? Like when you're like the person that like, oh, we're here for this thing and like we're supporting, you know, this person. Like that is fun. And I do love that pressure and like coming through and like, you know, being clutch and all that kind of shit. Yeah. But I fucking love being a cheerleader.
Yeah.
You know, like I love when she goes and does shows and everything, I'm the first, like I am the stage manager. I am, you know, I'm literally like when they're doing warm ups, I'm standing in like every part of the area, you know, or wherever we're playing. Be like, like a little bit, you know, and she'll like kind of look over, and be like, oh, sounds good, you know. Like, So I, you know, when we have a tour bus, you know, when they'll do like a couple stops and we'll have a RV and everything, and I'll do all I'm the driver, like, you know, dude,
I love that so much.
I fucking love it, yeah.
Being the roadie,
and then everybody, there's so many videos of me. They're like, dude, you're like a dad standing in the crowd. I'm like videotaping and I'm singing. You know?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I love it.
You're just missing the New Balances at this point, man.
Yeah.
So,
that's so good.
One thing because like I've gotten my questions, really, I wanted to just hop on here and really have a conversation. I think we've accomplished that. One question that I would be remiss if I didn't ask though is, throughout your challenge career, obviously 7 finals, 5 wins, which win has meant the most to you?
I think 40 for me because it was like that win came off the back of more losses than I had ever had to endure from the start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the whole like All Stars was fucking like, I'm pretty salty about All Stars because when they called me to do All Stars 3, they pitched it as this whole different thing, you know, like, oh, it's not the challenge, it's just, you know, it's like we're doing like different type of games and like everyone's like really upbeat and positive. I'm like, all right, this is more like fucking like Bachelor in Paradise or some shit. You know what I mean? Just like we're chilling, you know, you're bringing back some of the older people and I'm there, you know, because I haven't been and I have refused to do. I've been telling them no the whole time because I didn't want to go back with Tori. I was like, no, I don't want to fucking. And then so they're like, all right, we'll do this other thing, you know. I'm like, all right, fine. And I get there, and number 2, and this is actually should be number 1 and most important, was I asked them, I go, who's show running? And they go, this person. I go, all right, cool, I'll do it. And then when I get there, and I'm walking down the hall of this fucking first hotel room, the hotel that we're in, and I see a completely different showrunner that I would not have said yes had I known that she was show running. I was like, what are you doing here? Like, oh, I'm running this. We're so happy to have you. I'm like, That's exactly what my mood was.
Yeah, just lights out right there, bro.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh. And then from then on, it was like we butted heads, and it was a fucking challenge.
Yeah.
It was a fucking challenge. Like like that's what it is. Like they just found a way to like do it again. You know what I mean? Like make another one, and I don't know. But so I was salty as fuck about it because I did not have an attitude of like I'm gonna go in here and win this thing. I did not train for this thing. I'm like me and Wes are in there just fucking dicking off. Like you know, and like we're like oh like we'll plot this and like we'll do that. And, you know, it's like I was playing, and so to like do that, and then that felt. I was just like, "Fuck, dude!" Like I felt like the rug got pulled out. I'm like, "Dude, I should have taken that seriously." Like whatever. And then 38, right? And also it was the way going out on 35 with a broken collarbone, separated shoulder.
Yeah.
Fucked up in that interview.
I remember you talking
up in that interview. Like,
do you remember that interview at all?
No, totally,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah. I didn't. The thing is, I've had multiple surgeries and shit throughout my life, and been on all kinds of like different pain meds and post surgery stuff like that. But getting out of the hospital and whatever they gave me, whatever thing, I was almost like clockwork. 30, 45 minutes, I had to puke. And so that whole interview, I'm just going through, the whole thing, like losing and all that jazz, and then puking in the middle of it. And I'd be like, I'd just get hit and be like, oh, hold on, guys, hold on. And we just have to cut. That was like a 4-hour interview, like that whole thing. So, that sucked. All the bullshit, that like followed. Then to do All-Stars 3 and be very like lackluster and good on the cast and all that. Like everyone did great. But for me, I was that was not me there.
Right.
And 38, to get pulled out of I was in Tulum at a family barbecue. You know what I mean? Like I was chilling. What was wild about that was I was with some mutual friends, so Georgia and Maddie were there with some other mutual friends. And so Josh had literally FaceTimed us, and we were like, dude, go have fun, like go kill it, blah, blah. Like they were on their way, like they were flying, like that was their last like calls or whatever, and they were leaving, and we were like, bet, see y'all, don't let the door hit you with a good little split you.
We're in Tulum, motherfuckers.
We're at the beach, dude.
Yeah.
And 2 days later, I get a call from Boone & Murray, and they're like, yo, what's it gonna take, basically what's it gonna take to get you to go to Argentina? Yeah. And I was like, they made it happen. So I was like, all right, fuck it. That's pretty fucking good. Can't pass that up, which is what it fucking should be all the time.
Big ass check.
So, and it wasn't even that big. It was not that big, but it was just, it's like, yo,
make it worth my time.
But the total of what that was, I'm like, oh yeah, that is a normal, that's what I should get paid fucking to leave and do all this fucking shit.
No, it should be a big ass
obviously
check.
I've done something right.
No, 100%.
And so, and so I go, and we fucking, god damn it, man, I can literally like. To change one thing, I mean, I could literally say if Anissa's ankle doesn't get hurt, that whole thing is different. Maybe, I don't know, like, but then she did tear ACL later on, so I'm like, I don't know, like maybe do I have to change 2 things? Do I only get to change 1? But I felt like we were so fucking close. And if we are the last team in there, doesn't matter who of any of the other finalists, if we would have been at the last thing.
The cinder blocks, you guys win.
The cinder blocks, all of it.
Yeah.
All of that.
That
Tell
hallway.
me I don't fucking gnaw through that shit. Like that is my, that would, between me and Anissa,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look.
I would have between the work court, nobody would have stacked more fucking bricks than me. So she could have sat in a fucking lawn chair and just been like, that one there, coconut, that one there. Yep, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Literally, you know what I mean? And that's how we would have gotten past the cinder blocks. And then from there, game on, dude.
Yeah.
You've never seen anybody untie knots better than me.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and don't get us wrong, we're big. We like Tori, we like Devin, we root for them. We're happy that they
same.
won 38.
Happy
They're
they
studs, yeah, and they are studs, and they deserve to be champions.
Yes.
Like they both should
100%.
be a champion.
Agreed. Yes.
Agreed. But we also said, look, if it's Jordan and Anissa or Horacio and Olivia healthy, we're having a different discussion.
Horacio and Olivia, here's the thing: Horacio and Olivia, they would have messed up. They would have messed up the break.
They would have probably been faster through the knot thing, but the cinder blocks it would have screwed them.
Yeah.
You guys were and it didn't matter who you would have gone against. If you would have gone against Bananas and Nani or Tori or Devin, you guys win.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess that was enough.
who's calling this time?
Right?
Who?
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Just cut that out, okay, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I will. Don't
No,
worry.
that's
I'll-
going to be the promo right there. That's it.
Putting that in the beginning.
Just every time
do
it's
the
cut
sections,
out.
it's gone dark or cut
Yes,
out.
yes. Can we have a whole?
We're gonna
Yeah.
we're just gonna take
It's
it out
like
of
that trend when
context.
they're like, I let a millennial cut this, and it was like,
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes.
Have you seen the one where the guy
Yes,
edits his wife's "Get Ready with Me" videos?
oh, they're so good. Yeah,
dude,
I
so
love that
good.
trend.
So good.
Or even the ones that just do like the voiceovers while she's doing her makeup. I love those videos. They're so fucking good. He's like, I don't know what the fuck this is, but I'm just sticking it in my eye.
I wasn't gonna bring up trends, but one of the funniest ones was I saw Diner ask you, "Don't you wish you were athletic?"
Yeah, what would you play if you were athletic?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, doesn't she know who she's talking to?
Because I had seen that going around, and so when she did that to me, that's why I started laughing. So like, oh, you think I was like, I played them all. Oh, name one. I done played it. I done conquered it.
That's pretty funny.
I had to get her a couple weeks ago with my current wife.
I saw that.
Yeah, he got me with.
She's not the one though.
No, I almost got murdered for that one.
Yeah, you did almost die that day.
I'd be getting on a plane.
That wraps up my everything I had to ask. We've already kept you for like an hour and a half, and we appreciate your
That's
time.
all right.
Did you have anything you wanted to ask? Do you want to do the rainbow moment?
I don't. What?
Your final question.
What, the dick house rainbow?
Oh.
Yes. Yep.
How'd you know?
Reading rainbow.
I would just sit there and draw dicks all the time. I'm that millennial age where I just quoted movies way too much growing up.
Yeah.
One day
That's
we're
all
gonna
we
have
do
an
on the
episode.
challenge.
See, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
One day
Yeah.
we'll have to do an episode where we just talk in movie
Only
quotes.
in movie quotes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could probably get through using just like Wedding Crashers and maybe one or two Will Ferrell movies. I could make it happen.
Wedding Crashers, Talladega Nights, Dumb and Dumber. Done.
Step
That
Brothers.
that would.
Toss Step Brothers in there. We're good.
Yeah.
Just because
See, I got to get some Jim Carrey in there.
the
It's unavoidable for
the
me.
Ace
A
Ventura.
ton of
Ventura.
Mask. I use a lot of Stanley Ipkiss quotes.
Oh yeah.
In my time, like I literally I look at someone, they're like, "What are you doing?" And I go, "But you told me to freeze." And they're like, "What?" I'm like, oh no.
Never mind. You don't get
You
it.
don't get it.
It was wasted on you.
Yeah.
What was it? We just
All right, Ipkiss, unfreeze.
we just watched it the other day. Oh, it was Ace Ventura on Netflix, and they didn't have the scene where he pretended to be the German dolphin trainer. Have you seen that clip? Where he's like,
Yeah,
do you
It's
know?
where
only-
he's like,
it's-
they're like making.
Is it
love
just
with
in the DVD?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only on VHS and DVD versions. They don't have it on like
What?
the streaming
This
version.
whole world
It
is
doesn't make-
ruined.
Well, yeah,
It's
what?
stupid.
Yeah, that's the
now.
best part. Like, what do you know, Snowflake? Do you have a dorsal fin? Like, that shit is great, bro.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, how do you cut that?
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah,
That's
we
not
were
in-
shocked. We were like, "Wait, where's the whole dolphin trainer scene?" Like, we had to go look it up. Yeah, it's not. It's not part of the like. It's like the extended cut or
It's,
whatever.
yeah, it's like only VHS.
So it's
not
only
the theatrical
VHS and
release.
DVD. It's not on streaming or
Yeah.
anything. Crazy.
Well, that was a random bit of
It
knowledge
really
we
was.
just told. Sorry
Sorry.
about
Well,
that.
you know, that squirrel fact of the day. You're welcome.
Right?
That's why all the people are here.
Jordan, if I'll ask one final challenge question and
Oh.
we'll wrap it up. If you were going to talk to, let's say, one of the new rookies that just came in, or maybe the guy that just won Jeremy, and you're going to give him 3 pieces of advice to go forward in the challenge, what would those 3 pieces be?
Advice. I mean,
Or talk shit. I mean, however you want to take it.
Or that. Whatever your heart's telling you
if
to
it-
say right
yeah,
now, just go with that.
No, like
Don't think too
'cause
hard.
there has to be it's just like it sell out like this, and I don't think they put this in on 39. Like I did a whole thing in front of the cast, and I was like, yo, if I could leave you guys, it's one thing. It was like I told them, I was like, sell out. Like sell out. Like when you're here, like play the game. Like don't play this thinking about like next season and the next season and like who my rival's partner is going to be. Just sell out for this game. And if you do that, you will undoubtedly like do something great. Right? Like if you just play this game all out, you'll do something great, right? Like a stage, because the game is designed that way, like to where it's very, very difficult, which they're fucking idiots that I didn't see an elimination on 40. But it is very difficult for most people to not see an elimination, you know what I mean? So like people, like you're going to get tested, all that kind of shit, it's going to happen. So I would say sell out. Number 1, sell out for it. Number 2 is you got to stay true to yourself. You can't go in trying to like play a character or something because it's just gonna like we're gonna find out.
You-
Yeah.
We
You're
know.
gonna be
Plot
Turbo.
twist. It doesn't work.
You're going to be
We
Turbo.
don't
I didn't
want
say
it.
it. You said it. I didn't say it. You
It's
said it.
true.
It's true.
You know, and then even not on the competitive side, it's like the people that you see like trying to act like virtuous, and then they end up like completely breaking down and being like the opposite. And you're like, damn, dude, if you'd have just like played middle of the road, like it
Yeah.
wouldn't have, your downfall wouldn't have looked so gnarly.
Exactly.
You know, and so yeah, just like be true to you, sell out, and learn to fucking swim.
Yes.
Truer facts have never been
That's
said.
so true.
Truer facts have never been said, bro.
And
Yes.
maybe how to like row a boat or a kayak,
rowing,
canoe,
Yeah.
some kind
Practice
of floating
your-
something.
Yeah, practice
I
your
guess it
water
really should just be like
athletics.
Water
watch some
sports.
fucking film.
Yeah,
That too.
dude,
Learn
I'm
your
gonna be honest.
history.
Yeah, that's my
I
biggest
mean,
pet
like
peeve.
I'm lucky that I like literally you guys, I don't go back and watch. Like obviously I had an idea of what the show was before I started, know, but I grew up doing this shit.
Yeah.
Like there ain't a motherfucking thing that we do that I ain't fucking did. I mean, granted, the building's a lot higher than the trees are built or the bridges that I used to
Yeah.
jump off of into water, but like we used to find the highest fucking thing we could jump off into the water.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's all the amount of ropes that I've had to untie underwater because somebody ran over it with a jet ski and sucked it up into
Yep.
the fucking thing, or it's wrapped around the prop, you know what I mean, of the wakeboard boat, and so you can't fucking trim the fucking shit out of the water. Like
Yeah.
the amount of knots I've untied, like doing shit, you know, being out in the woods.
Yep.
Like I got lucky that I just did it, but for motherfuckers that didn't grow up like that, you need to watch some film.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. They forget that this generation was one that filmed our own version of Jackass.
That's very true.
Look,
That's
There's
facts
videos
right
out there for
That's
every one of us.
facts.
Someone's
Yeah.
got it on a high 8 video or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
We all have a
damn,
memory right
bro.
now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Facts.
doing something real dumb.
Oh, dude, yeah. I got some videos, dude. I'm glad they didn't see the light today.
Yeah, thank God we didn't post everything on the fucking internet when I was younger. Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
God.
That's the thing. You know what? If we didn't have the internet, oof, man, I think I would I think I would have flourished if we would have stayed in the time of no internet for another like 7 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Mhm.
Dude,
yeah.
I'd have been great.
Yeah.
CT, eat your heart out. But then it became about like how well you can post. Like I don't do social media.
Yeah.
Like I'm not good at it. I'm the worst at. Hey, you're doing something cool. Pull your phone out and let somebody else experience it with you. I was like, I can't. I'm too fucking busy.
But that's good because that means you're being present.
Yeah.
I know it's great
That's
for life.
good.
It's
Yeah.
great for life.
Yeah, it's great for life. It's terrible for fucking business. You know,
Yeah.
whatever your business is,
That's
you know,
true. Yeah.
content. You know, but that's why I am grateful to have been found and to have done the challenge, which is something that ran on cable.
Yeah.
You know, which was
Kids
and,
these
like,
days will never know what cable
they don't
was.
understand. Yeah,
They don't
man. You know, like
I got
something
something
to
to share with you after this. It's about
Oh,
cable.
no.
Okay.
It's good.
Oh.
It's good. It's millennial shit. You'll get it. But
you know, watching the fuzz in the middle of the night.
yeah, dude. Oh, Joan, hit the last button on the remote because you heard someone walking down the hallway. They don't know anything about that.
Like, hold on, no, shut up. That might be a boob. I saw a boob. I saw a boob. I saw a boob.
Who was the
Okay.
old lady? The old lady talk show.
Sex talk. Yeah,
Yes.
what was her name?
Yes.
Was it
was
Sa-
sex talk? Wasn't it?
Sally? Was it Sally?
Something like that.
No,
yeah.
that's not
I
right.
learned so
much.
fucking
Love
much,
line.
dude.
Love line
Dang.
for me.
Oh, yeah.
Love line.
Yeah, dude. With
What is
Adam
that? We're like
Carolla.
1-800 call girls or something?
No, dude, it was like Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew, and they hosted a radio show, and people would call
Dr.
up.
Drew?
Yes, dude.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't
right.
know that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll send you
it
clips.
was-
It's
It was
great.
actually fire. Adam Carolla is just busting jokes, and Dr. Drew is actually like
Giving
trying to be a
Serious?
doctor.
Yeah.
sound advice. Yeah, it was great. It was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yep.
All right. Well, Jordan, dude, thank you so much, man. We couldn't have asked for
Yeah.
a better way to close this out. We knew that this was going to
Oh,
be a
thank you,
blast,
guys.
man.
Yeah.
And look, like we said, we're gonna post all of the challenge camp
Yeah.
stuff below. We're also gonna start reacting on this. I want to
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
watching it.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
And we'll start tagging you in
Cool.
that too, man.
Yeah.
please do. Yeah, like clip all this, tag me and
Heck
everything. I'll repost, you know, all that.
See, then you don't
Yeah.
have to do social media. We'll do it for you.
Yeah.
A few minutes later.
Look, me and Karina talk about this. We've interviewed 60 different challengers. You know what I mean? And there's like a select few that like stand out to us as like these are people that we would want to in our personal lives grab a beer with and actually have a real conversation, and really good fucking people. And like you are one of those people, and I think it speaks volumes because we see the people you associate with outside of the show, like Pierre. Like Pierre brought us out
love
to Detroit
Pierre.
and let
Love
us
him.
record out there
Dude,
and
he's
like
so cool.
Yeah.
put us up in a hotel, dude. Just the
Yeah.
coolest fucking
He's
guy.
such a good guy.
He's
yeah,
so
like
cool.
I love that guy. Yeah, super appreciative of Zach. You know, like
Yeah.
bringing because that's someone Zach and him have known each other for years.
Yeah.
So
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
and they've got a great thing going out there, and that's why, like, I think we're okay stepping away and looking at different things is because we know, like, they've got a great thing going on,
mhm.
and they're going to do
Yeah.
great work regardless.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but like I said, dude, one of the few that we talked to, and we're like, fuck yeah, it is worth meeting your heroes on this show. You definitely make it worth it.
Thank
Dude.
you
Yes.
guys. Thank you guys so much. That really touches me. Thank you.
No, absolutely, man, and like I said, we're so appreciative of you taking the time to hop in on with us, and
Yeah.
dude,
Absolutely.
we'll be in
Yeah,
touch.
I mean, when you guys said it was kind of gonna come to a close, I was like, well, then I have to hop on. So
No, we appreciate it so much. We can't
Yeah.
even tell you, dude. It means a lot.
All right, man. Well, Jordan, dude,
Well,
thank you so much once again, bro.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you, guys.
you.
thank y'all so much for having me. I really do appreciate it.